You're born into the most famous royal family in the world, expected to uphold traditions, all while having your every move scrutinized by the press and public. Seems like a fairy tale, right? But let me tell you, being Prince Louis isn't as glamorous as it looks. Imagine being the third child in a family already filled with history, pressure, and a constant spotlight on you. You're expected to fit into a very specific mold that can never quite be yours. And the burden of it all starts from the moment you take your first breath. Let's break it down. Being born into the royal family isn't all tea parties and waving from a balcony. It's a life built on tradition, expectations, and public perception. The first thing to understand about Louis is that he's not going to get the same freedom his older siblings, George and Charlotte, might have had. He's the third child, the one who wasn't expected to get as much attention as the heir or the first daughter. But as the world's eyes remain glued to everything the royals do, Louis is stuck in a never-ending spotlight that no one asked for. First, let's talk about the obvious, the constant media circus. Everywhere Prince Louis goes, every facial expression, every movement is captured by paparazzi cameras. It doesn't matter if he's just being a kid, playing with toys, or having a tantrum. Everything is scrutinized. The pressure is immense for anyone in the public eye. But when you're a royal, it's not just about you. It's about your family's image, the monarchy, the legacy. A single misplaced giggle or tear can send tabloids into a frenzy. For someone like Prince Louis, growing up with cameras following you around 24/7 isn't normal. It's not just a part of life, it defines it. For most kids, running around and being silly is just part of childhood. But when you're Louis, every giggle is analyzed. Every tantrum too. Remember his viral moment at the 2019 Trooping the Color, where he was caught pulling faces and acting out in front of the crowd. The headlines the next day painted him as either a future royal troublemaker or a playful, adorable child. And that's just one of the many examples where his every move is reduced to a headline. Then there's the family dynamic. Prince Louis may be loved by his parents, Prince William and Catherine, but he's also competing for attention. His older brother George will one day inherit the throne, while Charlotte's the only daughter, which gives her a unique position too. Louis, on the other hand, is a bit of a spare. He's not the heir, not the one with as much history riding on his shoulders, but the pressure is still there. As the youngest, he may get away with more childish antics, but that doesn't shield him from being dragged into the royal family's endless drama. Speaking of family, being Prince Louis means you're constantly surrounded by people who are trying to manage an empire. The expectations are high for every royal family member, especially for someone like Louis, who has the added weight of being a future part of the monarchy. When people look at him, they don't just see a little boy. They see a future king or queen sibling. They see someone who will one day have to play a specific role in the world stage. And that kind of future is impossible to escape. But the reality is that Prince Louis doesn't have the same kind of breathing room that other kids his age would have. Instead of being able to explore life away from the royal duties, he's part of a highly public institution that expects loyalty, decorum, and image management from its members, even the little ones. At an age when most children can act out and be carefree, Louis is already part of a political machine. And let's not forget about the public's obsession with his personality. People don't just want to see a cute royal. They want to see a perfect royal. No matter what he does, Prince Louis will always be measured against an impossible standard. He's too serious, they say. He's too goofy, they say. Either way, it's a no-win situation. It's hard enough growing up with self-image issues, but for Louis, the pressure comes from thousands of strangers. And not just any strangers, but an entire nation of people who are obsessed with making sure he fits into their vision of royalty. Beyond the media frenzy, let's talk about what comes next. Growing into your role. Louis, like his older brother and sister, will have to learn how to navigate a royal lifestyle filled with ancient protocols, charity events, and press tours. A huge part of growing up as a royal is the heavy sense of duty. Sure, Louis will have the privilege of travel, wealth, and access to high society. But what about his personal dreams? What if he doesn't want to take part in royal engagements? What if he wants to become a professional artist or travel the world without the constant pressure of royal expectations? Those dreams aren't exactly encouraged in an institution that is rooted in centuries-old tradition. At some point, Louis will be expected to step into the royal spotlight and take on official roles, attend charity galas, and meet heads of state. But the most frustrating thing? He's unlikely to ever be in charge. He will never inherit the throne. That's his brother George's job. Instead, his future is tied to something intangible, royal status. It's a status that comes with both privilege and limitation, one that might make Louis long for a life where he wasn't defined by his last name. And don't even get me started on the potential for intense public scrutiny as he grows older. Just look at how the media already treats his family, how William's and Kate's relationship with the press has ebbed and flowed over the years. If Prince Louis's behavior ever deviates from what's expected, he'll be torn apart. No one will care about his mental health, his personal life, or his childhood struggles. It will all be about the image. And when your image is dissected by thousands of strangers, it's hard to figure out who you really are. But let's go deeper. Imagine the mental strain of knowing that your entire future is mapped out for you, and that everything you do, every move you make, is a part of a script that's been written for you by centuries of tradition. It's like living your life on a stage, but the script isn't your own. Every misstep is analyzed, every triumph celebrated, but only in the context of the monarchy's legacy. Prince Louis's life isn't just about making his parents proud. It's about continuing a legacy that began with William the Conqueror in the 11th century. How much room is there for personal happiness when the weight of history is always hanging over your head? As a kid, your biggest concern is probably how to get through school, whether you're going to fit in, and if you'll have enough time to play with your friends. But when you're Prince Louis, it's about making sure the public loves you enough, following a script for every appearance, and never making a mistake in front of the camera. Sure, being royal comes with privileges, but the pressure it brings is immense. Every part of your life is carefully managed, and there's always a sense of being confined to a cage, no matter how golden it may appear. And here's the kicker. Louis will never be able to live a life free of comparison. He'll always be measured against his older siblings, George and Charlotte. If George is seen as the responsible future monarch, Louis might be painted as the wild card, the one who either disrupts the family or keeps things interesting. But in either case, the attention and analysis will never stop. There's no freedom in that, just an endless cycle of trying to prove yourself worthy of a position you didn't choose. As we watch Prince Louis grow up, it's important to remember that behind those wide eyes and playful antics, there's a child whose life is mapped out by the very institution that claims to protect him. His happiness will never be purely his own, and the moment he steps outside of his prescribed role, he will be held to an impossibly high standard. It's not easy being a royal, especially when you're born to be something you didn't choose to be. And the sad truth is, the pressure is just beginning. The world of royalty never fails to deliver surprises, but nothing could have prepared the United Kingdom for what young Prince Louis had to say about Queen Camilla. At just 6 years old, Prince Louis has already captured the hearts of millions with his cheeky grins, charming mischief, and innocent humor. But behind that playful persona lies a member of the royal family whose words carry unexpected weight, even at such a tender age. And his latest revelation about Queen Camilla has left the entire country buzzing. What exactly did Prince Louis say? Why has this seemingly innocent remark shaken the royal household? And how has Queen Camilla responded? Stay tuned as we unpack this royal bombshell that's making headlines across the globe. It all began during the royal family's annual Christmas walk at Sandringham. The tradition, a cherished staple for the Windsors, usually sees crowds of well-wishers gather to greet their favorite royals, hoping for a handshake or perhaps a few words. This year, as cameras focused on the young royals, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, one candid moment changed everything. In typical Louis fashion, the youngest Wales child had no intention of sticking to protocol. While his elder siblings walked dutifully beside their parents, Louis darted toward the crowd, waving enthusiastically. But then came the moment that no one saw coming. As one royal fan asked Louis, "What's your favorite thing about Queen Camilla?" His response was nothing short of astonishing. Without hesitation, Louis reportedly said, "She's not what you think. She has a secret, A simple, innocent comment, right? Not quite. Within hours, the media frenzy had begun. Speculation ran wild. What did the young prince mean by his secret? Was it a playful joke, or had he inadvertently revealed something far more significant? To understand why this seemingly innocuous remark has caused such a stir, let's rewind a bit and delve into the relationship between Queen Camilla and the younger generation of royals. Queen Camilla, now officially consort to King Charles III, has always been a polarizing figure. Her journey from being Charles's longtime companion to stepping into the role of queen consort has been marked by decades of public scrutiny. While Camilla has worked tirelessly to reshape her image, earning respect from many, there remains a lingering curiosity about how the younger royals perceive her. For Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, Queen Camilla is not just a royal figure, but also a step-grandmother. Behind palace walls, insiders have described her as warm and approachable, often going out of her way to engage with the children. But what Prince Louis's comment suggests is that there might be more to their relationship than meets the eye. Naturally, the public demanded answers. Was Louis referring to an inside joke, a family anecdote, or something more profound? Buckingham Palace, known for its strict policy of keeping family matters private, refrained from issuing a statement. However, royal insiders began to speak, anonymously, of course. One source revealed that Camilla has a playful side that few get to see. She's always been wonderful with the younger royals, the insider shared. Camilla has this knack for connecting with them on their level, whether it's through humor or sharing stories about her own childhood. But others suggested a deeper, more intriguing angle. Could it be that Camilla has shared personal secrets with Louis in an effort to bond with him? Or perhaps Louis overheard something he wasn't meant to? After all, palace walls have ears, especially curious, mischievous ones like Louis's. Theories flooded social media. Some speculated that Louis was hinting at Camilla's role in the family dynamic. Was she perhaps more influential behind the scenes than the public realized? Others latched onto the idea of a secret hobby or talent. Could Camilla, known for her love of gardening and reading, have a hidden passion that even royal biographers have overlooked? A particularly wild theory suggested that Louis's comment might point to a long-standing family rumor. For years, whispers have circulated about the depth of Camilla's involvement in reshaping the monarchy alongside King Charles. Could Louis have unknowingly revealed a clue about her behind-the-scenes influence? As the media frenzy continued, Queen Camilla remained unfazed, at least publicly. In her usual calm and composed manner, she carried on with her royal duties, even as reporters bombarded her with questions about Louis's remark. However, a close confidant revealed that Camilla found the whole situation amusing. According to the source, she remarked, "Leave it to Louis to cause such a stir. That boy has a way of keeping everyone on their toes." But what about Louis's parents, Prince William and Princess Catherine? Known for their dedication to raising their children as grounded and respectful individuals, the couple reportedly had mixed feelings about the situation. While they appreciated the public's affection for Louis's candidness, they were also keenly aware of the potential for his words to be misconstrued. "It's all very innocent," one palace aide explained. "Louis is at that age where he says whatever comes to mind, often without realizing the implications." But, of course, in the royal family, even an innocent comment can take on a life of its own. As the dust began to settle, one question lingered. What does this incident reveal about the monarchy's future? In many ways, Louis's comment, while seemingly trivial, underscores a broader theme: the humanization of the royal family. Gone are the days when the royals were seen as untouchable, enigmatic figures. Today's monarchy is far more relatable, thanks in large part to the younger generation. From Prince George's love of soccer to Princess Charlotte's impressive piano skills, the Cambridge children have become symbols of a modernized royal family. And Louis, with his unfiltered honesty and playful antics, is arguably the most relatable of them all. His comment about Queen Camilla, whether intentional or not, offers a glimpse into the everyday dynamics of the royal household. It reminds us that behind the pomp and pageantry, the Windsors are a family, complete with quirks, inside jokes, and yes, the occasional bombshell comment. But the story doesn't end there. Days after the initial remark, the royal family attended a charity event where Louis once again stole the spotlight. This time, he was seen chatting animatedly with Camilla, who appeared to be thoroughly enjoying his company. When asked by a reporter about their conversation, Camilla chuckled and said, "Oh, he's just full of surprises, isn't he?" Her response was enough to melt hearts and defuse any lingering tension. It also raised an interesting point. Could Louis's candidness be exactly what the monarchy needs in this era of change? At a time when public trust in the institution is constantly being tested, perhaps it's the authenticity of the younger royals that will secure the monarchy's place in the future. As for Louis, it seems he remains blissfully unaware of the stir he caused. According to sources, he's back to his usual antics, playing pranks on his siblings, building Lego castles, and charming everyone he meets. But his moment in the spotlight has left an indelible mark, not just on the royal family, but on the public's perception of them. In the end, Louis's bombshell comment about Queen Camilla wasn't just a cheeky remark. It was a reminder of the power of innocence, the value of authenticity, and the enduring fascination we all have with the royals. So, what's next for this pint-sized royal troublemaker? If history is any indication, we can expect plenty more surprises from Prince Louis in the years to come. Stay tuned as we continue to follow this extraordinary young prince and the ever-evolving story of the British monarchy. And don't forget to let us know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think Louis meant by his remark? Was it just a child's innocent observation, or is there more to the story? We'd love to hear from you. In a moment that left viewers stunned, young Prince Louis grabbed a microphone during a live royal event and said something that completely caught Queen Camilla off guard. This unfiltered and unexpected moment has sparked massive discussions across the globe, leaving many to wonder. Was this a child's innocent slip-up, or was there more behind his words? Let's unravel this extraordinary royal drama and explore what really happened on live TV. The British royal family is no stranger to being in the spotlight, but live television always brings the risk of unpredictable moments. This time, it was the youngest of the Wales children, Prince Louis, who stole the show, and not in the way anyone expected. The event was a charity gala broadcasted live to millions, an opportunity for the royal family to showcase their support for various causes. As the Wales family stepped onto the stage, the cameras zoomed in on the ever-adorable Prince Louis. Known for his cheeky expressions and mischievous antics, Louis already had the audience's attention. But no one could have predicted what happened next. As Queen Camilla was delivering her remarks, little Louis, standing by his parents, suddenly reached out, grabbed the microphone, and blurted out a remark that left everyone in shock. Though his exact words have been hotly debated, multiple accounts suggest they were pointed and, to some, humiliating for Camilla. The incident unfolded so quickly that even Prince William and Princess Catherine appeared momentarily stunned. While Catherine quickly stepped in to gently redirect her son, the moment had already gone viral. Clips of Louis's bold interruption flooded social media, sparking a whirlwind of reactions. Many viewers couldn't help but laugh at the sheer unpredictability of the moment. After all, it's not every day that a royal child breaks the unspoken rules of decorum on live TV. However, others saw the incident as a reflection of deeper tensions within the royal family, particularly between the Waleses and Camilla. To understand the significance of Louis's interruption, we need to examine the context. Camilla's rise to queen consort has been a complicated journey, marked by public scrutiny and lingering controversies from the past. While she has worked to carve out her role within the monarchy, her relationship with other members of the royal family has remained a topic of speculation. The Wales family, on the other hand, has consistently captured public admiration for their modern approach to royal duties. William and Catherine have positioned themselves as relatable yet dignified representatives of the monarchy, a stark contrast to some of the scandals that have plagued the institution. As a result, their children, George, Charlotte, and Louis, have become symbols of the monarchy's future. Louis's bold move on live TV has fueled speculation about the dynamics between the Waleses and Camilla. Was his remark a mere coincidence? Or could it hint at underlying family tensions? While it's unlikely that a 5-year-old could intentionally stir controversy, his unfiltered words may have inadvertently exposed cracks in the royal facade. Public reaction to the incident has been divided. Supporters of the Wales family have praised Catherine's quick thinking and maternal instincts in handling the situation. Many have also expressed admiration for Louis's candid nature, seeing it as a refreshing break from the monarchy's often stuffy image. On the other hand, Camilla's supporters have defended her composure, arguing that the moment was blown out of proportion. The media's coverage of the incident has added another layer to the drama. Headlines have ranged from lighthearted takes on Louis's cheeky behavior to more serious analyses of what the moment says about royal family dynamics. Some commentators have even drawn parallels to past royal scandals, suggesting that this seemingly innocent incident could have long-term implications. Behind the scenes, sources close to the royal family have reportedly downplayed the incident. According to insiders, the Waleses and Camilla have brushed it off as a child's harmless antics. However, palace staff are said to be more cautious, recognizing the potential for such moments to fuel public debate. The incident has also sparked broader discussions about the challenges of raising children in the royal spotlight. For William and Catherine, balancing their roles as parents and public figures is no small feat. While they strive to provide their children with a sense of normalcy, moments like this highlight the unique pressures of royal life. As for Prince Louis, this isn't the first time he's captured headlines with his playful antics. From waving enthusiastically at Trooping the Color to making funny faces during formal events, Louis has become something of a scene stealer. His latest escapade, however, has elevated him to a new level of fame and scrutiny. What's next for the royal family after this live TV moment? For one, the incident has underscored the importance of managing public perceptions in the age of social media. While the monarchy has traditionally maintained a stoic image, moments of spontaneity, especially involving the younger generation, can both endear and complicate their public narrative. The Waleses are likely to continue emphasizing their relatable, family-oriented image, which has resonated with many. At the same time, they may need to navigate any lingering fallout from Louis's interruption, particularly if it fuels ongoing narratives about tensions within the royal family. As for Camilla, her response to the incident will be closely watched. While she maintained her composure in the moment, how she addresses or doesn't address the episode in the future could shape public perceptions of her role as queen consort. For now, the royal family remains united in their silence, as is their custom. But one thing is clear: Prince Louis's live TV moment has added a new layer of intrigue to the ever-evolving story of the British monarchy. Whether you see it as a lighthearted mishap or a sign of deeper dynamics at play, there's no denying that this incident has captured the world's attention. And just like that, a simple live TV moment becomes a global talking point. What will this mean for the Wales family and Queen Camilla moving forward? Only time will tell. Stay tuned for more updates as we unravel the next chapter in this royal saga. Prince Louis, at just 6 years old, has always been a scene stealer, whether it's his cheeky grins or playful antics during royal events. But this time, the youngest child of the Prince and Princess of Wales has taken the spotlight for an entirely different reason. In an unfiltered, unexpected moment, Louis reportedly took hold of a microphone during a royal family gathering and said something about Queen Camilla that left everyone in the room stunned and laughing. What did he say? And why has this innocent remark sparked such a strong reaction from royal watchers and the public alike? Stick around as we dive into the surprising words of Prince Louis and what they reveal about Queen Camilla's place within the royal family. During a family gathering that included senior members of the royal family, Prince Louis reportedly took hold of a microphone during a lighthearted moment. With the innocence and honesty that only a child can deliver, he addressed the room in a way that left everyone both amused and stunned. But what exactly did Louis say? And why has it struck such a chord with royal watchers and the public alike? To fully understand the significance of Prince Louis's words, we first need to consider the complex relationship between Queen Camilla and the British public. Camilla's journey from being labeled as the other woman in the Charles and Diana saga to becoming queen consort has been anything but smooth. For years, public opinion was harshly divided, with many loyal to the memory of Princess Diana struggling to accept Camilla's role in the royal family. Despite this, Camilla has steadily worked to carve out her place, supporting King Charles and dedicating herself to various charitable causes. Fast forward to today, and Queen Camilla's position within the royal family seems more secure than ever. However, there's no denying that some lingering skepticism remains among certain segments of the public. Against this backdrop, the words of a 6-year-old prince, someone untainted by the weight of royal history or public opinion, carry a unique authenticity. And it's this authenticity that has made Prince Louis's remarks about Queen Camilla so intriguing. According to those present at the family event, Louis's moment on the microphone began innocently enough. With his usual playful demeanor, he reportedly started by thanking everyone for coming, a gesture that elicited laughs and applause. But then, without skipping a beat, Louis turned his attention to Queen Camilla. In a tone that was equal parts endearing and earnest, he said something along the lines of, "Granny Camilla is really funny, and she always makes Papa laugh. But sometimes she's a bit bossy like Mummy." The room reportedly erupted in laughter, with even Camilla herself chuckling at the unexpected commentary. But beneath the humor, Louis's words carried a deeper significance. In his innocent way, he had humanized Camilla in a manner that few others could. By comparing her to his mother, Catherine, Louis inadvertently highlighted the familial bond that has developed over time within the royal household. It was a moment that showed Camilla not as a controversial figure from the past, but as a relatable grandmother figure in the present. The public's reaction to Louis's words has been overwhelmingly positive. Social media quickly lit up with comments praising the young prince for his candor and charm. Many noted how refreshing it was to see a glimpse of the royal family's private dynamics, free from the usual formalities and protocol. Others pointed out how significant it was for someone as young as Louis to speak so naturally about Camilla, suggesting that it reflects the genuine affection and respect she has earned within the family. It's worth noting that this isn't the first time Prince Louis has stolen the spotlight. Who could forget his hilarious facial expressions during the late Queen Elizabeth II's Platinum Jubilee celebrations, or his impatient gestures at various public events? Louis has a knack for bringing a sense of relatability and joy to royal appearances, a quality that has endeared him to people of all ages. But this latest moment feels different. By speaking so openly and innocently about Queen Camilla, Louis has managed to cut through years of public scrutiny and debate surrounding her role. His words serve as a reminder that, at the end of the day, the royal family is just that, a family. And like any family, they have their quirks, their disagreements, and their moments of laughter. Of course, not everyone has been quick to embrace the moment. Critics have questioned whether Louis's words were entirely spontaneous or if they were influenced by those around him. Some have even speculated that the incident was orchestrated as part of a larger effort to bolster Camilla's public image. However, these theories seem far-fetched when considering Louis's age and his well-documented tendency to speak his mind without a filter. Regardless of any skepticism, one thing is clear. Prince Louis's candid remarks have added a new layer to the public's understanding of Queen Camilla. For years, much of the narrative surrounding her has been shaped by her past and her role in one of the most tumultuous periods in royal history. But through the eyes of a 6-year-old, we see a different picture. One of a woman who makes her family laugh, who has earned her place at the table, and who is ultimately human. In the days following the incident, royal insiders have reportedly commented on how much the family appreciated Louis's lighthearted moment. One source noted that it was a testament to the close-knit dynamic that King Charles and Queen Camilla have worked hard to cultivate among their children and grandchildren. Another insider suggested that moments like these are crucial for modernizing the monarchy and making it more relatable to the public. In the end, Prince Louis's unexpected mic moment has proven to be more than just a funny anecdote. It's a reminder of the power of authenticity, the importance of family, and the ability of even the youngest among us to change the narrative. Whether intentional or not, Louis has given the public a new way to see Queen Camilla, not as a symbol of past controversies, but as a person who brings joy and laughter to those around her.